So let's start with the chapter. So first of all, the name of the chapter is the living world. Firstly, the main aim of that chapter to refer is we are learnt about all the living organism in this chapter, their defining features, how they survive in the surrounding, how they live in the surrounding, how they take oxygen from the air and all. So first of all, the major question asked by NTS is defining features. So what are the defining feature? As we say, the thing is living or the non-living. Okay, so major defining feature are two things. First is cellular organization and the second one is consciousness. So the cellular organization mainly recognize that the cells are the basic and the structural unit of life as we know. So our body are made up of different type of cell. So we can say body are made up of different types of cells. Means it may be unicellular or it may be multicellular organisms. Now next is consciousness. Consciousness is generally means the ability to sense the environment, means how we can sense our environment, how we can respond to our environment. That means totally is consciousness. Next one is non-defining features. So the non-defining features measure our growth and the reproduction. So what are the growth? So growth, as we can see in the beach also, the sand dunes also, the mountains also. The mountains are throughout the year they are gaining some type of sense and they shows the property of growth. So as when we can say the growth are occur when there is increase in a mass or there is increase in a number. So when there is increase in a mass or number, that is the most important characteristic feature of the growth. Sometimes NTA majorly asked as its assumption or reason that growth, how the growth is possible by increase in number or by increase in a mass. These two are the characteristics of the growth. Second one is unicellular and the multicellular organism. They are grow by the cell division process. What do you mean by the cell division process? Means the one cell which one parent cell is just divided into two daughter cell, and now it will attain a property of contact inhibition. Contact inhibition is the property by which a parent cell only divide into a two daughter cell mitotically. That is called as a contact inhibition property. Now the growth occurs in plant throughout the life, but in an animal up to the certain age, increase in a body mass or the growth, that is of mountain sand. Now next is reproduction. Reproduction mainly occurs in a fungi with the method of asexual spores. Second is yeast and hydra by the budding, planaria by the regeneration, and fungi, filamentous, proteinema of mass, and the algae by the fragmentation process. So these are the processes which is occur in a microorganisms or other organisms. That's why the reproduction and growth are the non-defining feature. Next is growth and the reproduction. So growth may be exclusively event that is present in the multicellular organism body outside, but it is mutually inclusive also because it is present in a unicellular microorganisms. Now next one is metabolism. So the metabolism maybe take place outside the body, thus it is known as a in vitro. So sometimes when metabolism take place outside the body, they are called as a in vitro. In vitro means होता है outside the body or in a laboratory, जहाँ पे आप laboratory का use करते हैं. Now the next is in vivo. In vivo simply means that the metabolism when occur inside the human body is called as a in vivo. So it is inside the human body, it is in vivo. When it is takes place outside the human body or in a laboratory, then it is known as a in vitro metabolism. So metabolism is also a non-defining features because as it's not able to define whether the thing is or whether the thing is living or the thing is non-living. Now next is consciousness. So consciousness simply means the ability to sense the environment, means how you can sense your surrounding or environment is known as a consciousness. So consciousness is a property which is mainly present in the human being as a property of self consciousness. And the photo period, photo means light and period simply means duration. Okay, so photo means light and the period means duration. This period is also affects the seasonal plant breeders, means how the plants reproduce, how the plants are breeds. So that is a period that mainly affect the plant breeders. Now next question, which is currently or frequently asked by the NTA in his exam, that is a biodiversity. It's a very important question. Mainly biodiversity represents the number and the type of microorganism present on the earth. It means कितने number of organism और कितने type like unicellular, multicellular, plasmodiums वगैरह, proteases हो गए, how many number and the types of microorganisms are present in earth, that is known as a biodiversity. Mostly frequent question which asked by NTA, the total well-known species occurs at how many range? So it is from 1.7 to 1.8. It is a very important question, or it is in a million. Most of the students are get confused about billion or million in MCQ's question. So the answer one is 1.7 to 1.8 million, not billion. It is always million. Now next is a binomial nomenclature. सो बायोनॉमियल नोमेनक्लेचर से क्वेश्चन आपके असर्शन रीजन के फॉर्मेट में आते हैं. जनरली एनटीए आपसे पूछता है द नेम ऑफ द साइंटिस्ट हु गिव द टर्म बायोनॉमियल नोमेनक्लेचर. सो दैट इज योर कार्लस लीनियस. कार्लस लीनियस, दैट इज अ साइंटिस्ट हु गिव द टर्म binomial nomenclature. So always remember he say that each name or the each biological name mainly consists of two components. The one is known as a genus and the other one is known as a species epithet. So there are two components which is present in a name or the biological name of a species. First is your genus name, other one is your epithet name. Now firstly he give the name mango. Mango is given by the Linnaeus. इन्होंने बोला था mango is mainly written as Magnifera indica Lenin. यहाँ पे नाम दे रखा है that is Magnifera indica Lenin. ये क्वेश्चन भी कई बार एनटीए हमेशा पूछता है. नाउ नेक्स्ट आता है यहाँ पे, what are the rules followed during the binomial nomenclature? So the first rule is that the biological name generally derive from Latin. The name is generally derived from Latin, but always remember it is written in italics. The name is written in italics. It is generally derived from Latin, बट लिखा किस में जाता है? हमेशा इटैलिक्स में लिखा जाता है. ठीक है, तो ये पहला रूल था. सेकेंड रूल इज दैट टेक्सोनॉमी क्या होती है? टेक्सोनॉमी आर जनरली बेस्ड ऑन द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड दे आर जनरली क्लासिफाइड एज अ टेक्सा. उन्हें डिफरेंट टेक्सा में हम क्लासिफाई करते हैं. सो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स में हम मेनली चार चीज़ों के साथ डील करते हैं. पहला उसकी कैरेक्टराइजेशन, जो प्लांट्स की कैरेक्टराइजेशन हो वो. सेकेंड हम उसको आइडेंटिफिकेशन करते हैं. थर्ड हम उसका नेमिंग करते हैं, लाइक नोमेनक्लेचर उसे कहते हैं. एंड द वेरी लास्ट इज द क्लासिफिकेशन, कि वो कौन सी फैमिली से कितना बिलोंग करता है, उसके और क्या क्या टाइप्स हो सकते हैं. सो दैट इज द नेम ऑफ द टेक्सोनॉमी. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज सिस्टमैटिक स्टडीज क्या होता है? जहाँ पे आप टेक्सोनॉमी और इवोल्यूशनरी स्टडी दोनों को साथ में पढ़ते हो, उसे हम सिस्टमैटिक स्टडी बोलते हैं. हायरार्की, दैट इज कीप द पॉट क्लीन अदरवाइज फैमिली गेट सिक. दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रिक. एंड यहाँ से डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आता है एग्जाम में. कीप मीन्स, के मीन्स होता है किंगडम, पी मीन्स हो गया फाइलम, सी मीन्स हो गया क्लास, O is for order, F is for family, G is for genus, and S is for species. So that is the trick which was learned, that is keep the pot clean, otherwise family get sick. Now the next topic of that chapter is the taxonomical aids. So the taxonomical aids are the things which are used to preserve or to conserve the living as well as the non-living things by using a museum, botanical garden, conservation parks, and etc. There are three types of taxonomical aids. First one is to preserve the dead microorganisms. Second one is to conserve the living microorganism, and the very third is for literature books. Then how you can preserve or prevent the dead microorganism? You can using herbarium, you can using museum. Museum is used for both the plants and the animals, but always remember the herbarium is generally used for the plant only. यहाँ पे हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्लांट्स की स्टडी करते हैं, वी आर नॉट स्टडीड द एनिमल्स एट ऑल. Second one is conservation for the living organisms. We are using a zoological parks where we can conserve our endangered species like lion, tiger, etc. And the second is a botanical garden where we can conserve our plants only. So in zoological garden we can conserve animals only, or in botanical garden we can conserve plant only. Now next is literature. Literature is something about books, how we can refer the books. Like first is flora. Flora means the study of the plant. Endangered plant की study करना. Endangered means होता है जिनकी species extinct हो चुकी हैं, खत्म हो चुकी हैं हमारे पूरे सराउंडिंग में, हमारे एनवायरमेंट में जिनकी स्पीशीज बहुत कम है और हैं भी तो वो खत्म होने वाली है, दैट इज नोन एज एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज. सो फ्लोरा इज द स्टडी ऑफ द plant. Monographs, catalogs and manuals we are studied. Now next is museum. So the museum generally step up educational institute. Museum are generally used for the educational purpose by the students, that is museum. So museum is a place where we conserve both plants and the animals. So there are three major type museum which was asked by the NTA in his NEET exam. That is, first is the biggest museum botanical garden, where it is situated and where it is present. Then the Kew is the biggest botanical garden which is present in England. जो कहाँ पर है? इंग्लैंड के अंदर है. That is the biggest botanical garden, that is Kew. Now next is Indian Botanical Garden. Indian Botanical Garden is present in Havra, which is in India. Then National Botanical Research Institute is generally present in Lucknow. So these are the three major museum which was asked by the NTA, and it is a very very important and a major question. Now the next is literature. So the literature mainly consists of flora, manual, monographs and the catalogs. So in the flora is the study of the plant species. Manual is making tells about the name of the species, from where it is coming, from where it is having a history. Monograph mainly contain a information about one taxon, and the catalog is the list of organism in that area, means in a particular area how many number of organisms are living, that is your catalog. Now the next one is key. So the key, सो मेनली की में आपके 4 पॉइंट्स हैं जो बहुत ज़्यादा पूछे जाते हैं. असर्शन रीजन के फॉर्मेट में मेनली एनटीए देता है की को. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट आपको हमेशा याद रखना है कि यहाँ पे जो भी आप पेयर बनाते हो वो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग पेयर होते हैं. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि वो सेम पेयर होते हैं. नो, इट्स ऑफ कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग पेयर. नाउ आपका हमेशा ये कपलेट फॉर्म करता है. कभी कभी क्वेश्चन आता है इज इट फॉर्म ड्यूप्लेट? नो, इट ओनली फॉर्म द कपलेट्स. सो कपलेट्स फॉर्म करते हैं एंड कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग पेयर होते हैं. जितनी भी स्टेटमेंट लिखी जाती हैं की के अंदर वो सब किसकी फॉर्म में होती हैं? लेड की फॉर्म में होती हैं. ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है कि दैट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लेड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज दे आर एनालिटिकल इन नेचर. एंड द फोर्थ पॉइंट, इट इज यूज्ड टू आइडेंटिफाई द बेस्ड ऑफ सिमिलैरिटीज एंड द डिसिमिलैरिटीज. इससे आप क्या क्या बता सकते हैं? ऑर्गेनिज्म की सिमिलैरिटीज बता सकते हैं और उनकी डिसिमिलैरिटीज भी आप बता सकते हैं. Now the two main question were asked by the NTA. First, ICBN और ICZN. ICBN का मीन्स होता है इंटरनेशनल कोड फॉर ब्यूटेनिकल नॉमेनक्लेचर, एंड द सेकंड इज ICAN. ICZN मीन्स इंटरनेशनल कोड फॉर जियोलॉजिकल नॉमेनक्लेचर. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हार्बेरियम. सबसे पहला ही क्वेश्चन निकल के आता है, विच इज द टेक्सोनॉमिकल एड is used for quick referral system, means जो quickly use हो as a referral system, that is your herbarium. Herbarium is a quick referral system taxonomical aid. Now क्या क्या पॉइंट्स आपको ध्यान में रखने होते हैं एज वी आर मेकिंग हार्बेरियम? फर्स्ट, डेट और प्लेस ऑफ कलेक्शन. कहाँ से आपने प्लांट को कौन से टाइम पे आपको मिला था, कौन सी डेट को आपको मिला था और कौन सी प्लेस पे आपको मिला था. सेकंड, आपको उसका इंग्लिश नेम याद होना चाहिए और उसका लोकल बोटेनिकल गार्डन नेम भी पता होना चाहिए. मीन्स उसका बोटेनिकल नेम भी पता होना चाहिए और आपको उसका इंग्लिश नेम भी पता होना चाहिए. देन उसकी फैमिली पता होनी चाहिए और जिसने उसको उठाया था, जिसने उसको कलेक्ट किया था, उसका नाम भी आपको वहाँ पे लिखा होना चाहिए. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज जो बहुत बार दे रखा है एनसीईआरटी बुक में, बहुत ही डीप में जब आप रीड करेंगे चैप्टर तो ही मिलेगा, तो वो पॉइंट्स मैंने यहाँ लिख दिए हैं। सबसे पहला है सोलेनम। सोलेनम क्या है? एक जीनस नेम है जिसकी स्पीशीज क्या क्या हो सकती है? पोटैटो हो सकता है, ब्रिंजल हो सकता है। सेकेंड आपका आता है पेंथ्रा। पेंथ्रा इज अ टाइप ऑफ जीनस नेम जिसकी स्पीशीज कौन कौन है? लायन भी है, लियो कहते हैं इसको, पार्डस कहते हैं लेपर्ड को, और टिग्रस कहते हैं टाइगर को। नाउ द फैमिली इज फेलिडीसिए। फेलिडीसिए इज अ फैमिली जिसका जीनस है आपका फेलिस और पेंथ्रा। फेलिस इज फॉर कैट एंड पेंथ्रा इज फॉर tiger or the lion. Now next is Solanaceae. Solanaceae is the family and the genus is as Solanum, Petunia and the Dhatura. They are the जीनस नेम। कार्निवोरा। कार्निवोरा आपका क्या है बेटा? ऑर्डर है। कार्निवोरा, कार्निवोरा इज द ऑर्डर नेम एंड द फैमिलीज दैट इज फिलिडेसिए एंड कैनिडेसिए। नाउ पॉलीमोनाइल्स। पॉलीमोनाइल्स आर द ऑर्डर्स and the family is Convallaceae and the Solanaceae. So they are the very important points which are written in the NCERT in a very complex form. So मैंने यहाँ पे एक बॉक्स सा बना दिया है और ये बहुत easy फॉर्म में याद करने लायक है, तो आप इसे easily यहाँ से learn कर सकते हैं. Now the next one is the table which is present in the NCERT book itself. So according to this table, common name is written, that is a man. Biological name of man is Homo sapien. Genus name is Homo and family is Hominidae. Order is Primata. Class is Mammalia and the phylum is Chordata. Second one is the housefly. Housefly biological name Musca domestica. Genus name is Musca. Family is Muscariaceae. Order is Diptera. Class is Insecta and phylum is Arthropoda. Next is mango. Mango biological name is Magnifera indica. Genus name is Magnifera. Family is Ancaraceae. Order is Spendalaceae. Dicotyledon इसका class है and Angiospermia इसका phylum है. Next is wheat. Wheat is Triticum sativum. Genus इसका होता है Triticum. फैमिली इसकी पॉलिसी होती है, ऑर्डर इसका पोइल्स होता है, क्लास इसकी मोनोकॉटिलिडॉन होती है एंड द फाइलम इज एंजियोस्पर्मिए. सो दैट इज द होल चैप्टर ऑफ क्लास 11, दैट इज the living world. I hope you will like this video. If you like, so please share and subscribe to my channel and just share my video to those who are not able to study this chapter or face any problem while studying. You just take a screenshot of each and every page. Do comment me in the comment section if you want the note. I will upload to my Telegram link. Go check it out my Telegram link and join it as soon as possible. Thank you so much.